Oh, Mangwanyana, my babe. Mangwanyana, my darling. Mangwanyana is caught on her lies, Gesana. She is caught on her lies because Usfiso ucele abantu abadala ukuthi they should reveal a reason why uZethu ahambile. And fortunately or unfortunately for uMangwanyana, abantu abadala bakaSifiso really revealed, uSifiso had a dream about that day where uMangwanyana was throwing uZethu a bridal shower, and uSifiso shame bandla, his vision was clear that indeed the person who did this was uMangwanyana. Like he woke up in a shock. He was shocked and in disbelief, okay? But also, I feel like Usfiso still wants to work on his marriage with uMangwanyana because he sits uMangwanyana down nicely and calmly and says, listen, Mangwanyana, whatever it is, I will always and I will forever forgive you. You just have to tell me the truth. What happened on that day? uMangwanyana denies everything, and I feel like that just was her opportunity to come clean because Usfiso was being a loving husband at that point. But uMangwanyana denied it and said, no, how could you? How dare you ask me that question? Of course, I did nothing, UZethu. And then she goes to her friend Uthando, and Uthando naye umvukela ngolaka uthi nje ayibo Mangwanyana, ufuna ukubeka umsebenzi wami engcupheni, like you want to put my work at risk, because should this whole thing blow up or comes out ukuthi imina who gave you that potion ukuthi uthelele uZethu, uyazi ukuthi mina I could lose my license as a nurse. Like, no ways, I ain't putting my career at risk for you. Sana, it's a lot. When I tell you that it's a lot because now uMangwanyana, Usfiso will get to a point where he's done begging uMangwanyana and he feels like uMangwanyana needs to be taken to the police station and be interrogated there. Of course, uMangwanyana will break and probably tell the truth. But yeah, I don't see uMangwanyana and Usfiso's marriage ever being fixed after this point. Now, we also see indaba kaSiphamandla uNgaraji. Guys, uNgaraji udeli kaSiphamandla. What a shocker, what a twist, what a confusion, okay? So it does seems like uNgaraji, after realizing ukuthi he and uSiphamandla, they have the same birthmark, uNgaraji will therefore confront uPhindile. And I wonder why. Like, I want to know, why would uPhindile keep uNgaraji away from uSiphamandla, because I don't know. uNgaraji, that bit, like, does he strike you as someone who have potential of being a deadbeat? Like, I don't know. For me, UNgaraji does not strike me as a deadbeat, okay? But yeah, it does seem like there were some very, very difficult underlying issues between himself and uPhindile, and he have to sort it out. And uPhindile, yeah, guys, we all know how super protective she is of uSiphamandla. Of course, she does not want to share uSiphamandla with anyone. She enjoys being the only parent in uSiphamandla's life. It's gonna be so difficult for uPhindile, especially if uSiphamandla finds out as well, because uSiphamandla have been wanting to have a relationship with his biological dad. And I don't know how will uPhindile take this whole thing. I already feel sorry for uPhindile, honestly, considering that UNgaraji was not in uSiphamandla's life all these years. Oh, the truth is out. The cat is out. Listen, Sifiso now knows that it was Mangwanyana who tried to poison uZethu. Sana, I do feel sorry for uMangwanyana, and I do believe that really her intentions was not to hurt uZethu. But Sana Umendo definitely did change Mangwanyana's character. She felt unloved and prioritized in her marriage. The worst case now is that even her friend Uthando wants to be nothing. She does not want to be part of this. She says that should this come out, she will lose her license as being a nurse. So according to her, she have a lot more to lose than uMakwanyana, which of course uMakwanyana will lose umendo wakhe with uSifiso, because uSifiso is not taking it, and it does seem like uMakwanyana will be interrogated by uSifiso and the police station. So charges will definitely be laid. A case will be opened against uMakwanyana. Definitely do feel sorry for Makwanyana. I do believe that it was definitely not her intentions to try and harm Uzethu, but to delay the wedding and perhaps to make sure that Uzethu oversleeps and misses her wedding. I do believe that she became too desperate and she resulted into something that most people really would never result into. But really, she only knows Usifiso, and she felt like she is losing herself in her marriage and losing Usifiso, and she became desperate. I don't know what else to put it, how else to justify it. Makwanyana became desperate. But yeah, it does feel like Makwanyana is going to prison. Prison is one place that is waiting for you, ma'am, as your husband really does truly love and adores Uzethu, and as soon as he finds out that you try to harm Uzethu, you are as good as dead. Okay, you are as good as dead. Now, a shocker, Ungarachi is the biological father of Uspamandla. Who would have thought that Ngarachi and Pindile were busy doing some shenanigans together? Did not think that Fagesana, the way Pindile is so defensive about Ngarachi being Spamandla's dad, like she is so defensive. But yeah, it seems like Ungarachi would want to know and has taken a DNA test. I hate that Ungarachi will be portrayed as this super innocent guy who didn't know that Upindile had a child. May say, really, you are just not as innocent, okay? You are not as innocent, and I do believe that you didn't know, but you suspected back then that Uspamandla could be your child. But because back then you could not carry the responsibility, you let Upindile carry the responsibility alone. And now you want to come back and act better. Like, I don't even want the writers of Homecoming to even think that Ungarachi no, he is just as horrible for abandoning Uspamandla. And I need him to take that accountability. Halala, it's a wedding day, but it does look like we are gonna have a runaway bride. Now, Uzethu's wedding day has finally arrived, but sadly, uMakwanyana did try to drug or poison Uzethu on the bridal shower that she threw for Uzethu. Now, Uzethu did ask a favor from Ushobane, and Ushobane did run some tests. And sadly, Ushobane did inform Uzethu on her wedding day that they did found a drug in her body. And Umthandeni, immediately when Uzethu was drugged, Umthandeni strongly suspected uMakwanyana, poor innocent Makwanyana. And at first, Uzethu honestly did not want to suspect uMakwanyana or even confront uMakwanyana. But yes, uMakwanyana does have a bit of regret, if you may put it that way. And we saw her praying, being like, no, she's very much regretful for, trying to harm Uzethu, and that was never even her intentions in the first place. All that she wanted to do was to scare Uzethu off. But things did not go accordingly. In trying to scare Uzethu off, as this poison that was put in Zethu's body reacted badly. Like extremely badly. It was never a good reaction whatsoever. It reacted badly. So now, with Uzethu knowing all this information, she's finding herself very much doubtful if she still wants to get married to Usifiso, and she also confronted to uMangcobo Umthandeni that, you know what, right now she is very much doubtful. She doesn't know what's right and what's wrong with in terms of getting married to Usfiso. Should the wedding continue or should the wedding be stopped and paused? But anyway, we did see that the traditional ceremony went through and Uzetsu's face did look a bit confused, okay? So, second wedding day in Sfiso's home is when things are going to be a bit tricky, where it is highly suspected that we are definitely getting a runaway bride. It seems like Uzetsu will stay for a traditional ceremony whilst still questioning her life choices. Does she really want to get married to Usfiso? Does she really want to start a wedding like this, a marriage like this, where there is no trust? And more than anything, she does not know if Mangwanyana really does want her in her home. So it is suspected that Uzetsu will decide to be a runaway bride, because at that time she will be feeling overwhelmed. She won't be knowing what's right and what's not right. Should she come clean, tell people that Umangwanyana is not who she says she is? Or should she just walk into a marriage where she definitely does not feel welcome or wanted? It does seem like once everything blows up, Zetsu be a runaway bride, Mangwanyana's a friend, the nurse, what is her name, Thando, will have a conscience. Someone will have a conscience and wants to come clean, and it does look like it's gonna be Thando. Thando will go to the police station and wants to report this whole shenanigans that Umangwanyana did. I do feel like Umangwanyana will not remain undercover for a long time, and I do feel sorry for Umangwanyana, because honestly we all saw her trying her best in making her marriage work. Like, baby girl she tried so much in making sure that, you know what, I just want my marriage to work. So yeah, she even went extreme, honestly speaking. So now, with Usfiso being a police, being forced kinda to arrest his wife, I am so looking forward into that storyline. It's gonna be so interesting, especially when Usfiso will be kind of forced to arrest his wife, and everyone else finding out that Umangwanyana is not a little sweet angel that we all thought that she was. Okay, now moving along to the next storyline, Umetron. How am I, guys? Umetron, but Umetron legit still treats Ushobani like a 5-year-old. I doubt that even a 5-year-old is treated like Ushobani. Like Umetron mesbonela Ushobani uzbonela nje cute little baby boy. Definitely does not want Ushobani to be involved with any lady, dates anyone for that matter. She just wants Ushobani to remain a cute little ball. Because there is Utsobani no Thando, and there is Umetron not feeling it, saying that Uthando should stay as far away as possible from Ushobani, because why? Uthando is not good enough for Ushobani. This will then make you wonder who, if there will ever be any person for that matter, who will be good enough for Ushobani. Who will it be? Zetsu was not good enough for Ushobani. Thando was not good enough for Ushobani. Upindi was not good enough for Ushobani. So our matron or Awusho, ma'am, will there ever be anyone in your eyes who's ever good enough for Shobi? So that's also something very interesting. I definitely don't think Zetsu will go ahead with marrying Usfiso, but I could be wrong. Ngempela uMangwanyana, guys, wayezivumelana isithembu kwasekuqaleni when she's gonna be complaining like this. Baby girl is constantly complaining about isithembu. I mean, if you know, like, I don't know Tempo that much. I don't have much experience, but I do know that it's close to impossible for two women to share one man, So clearly, the day Evuma, exactly what was her expectations, that nothing will change. Obviously, a lot will change, and unfortunately, because she is the elder wife, she will be on the receiving part, whilst Uzethu and Usfiso are still in a honeymoon phase. So uMaNgwanyane is finding it so hard to adjust into Uzethu being umnawabo. She feels neglected. In a way, I do feel like Usfiso has definitely neglected and ignored all Mangwanyana's needs. He is so hyper focused on Uzethu is not even a joke. Like, that's the only thing that he cares about. It's Zethu this, Zethu that, nothing else. So I do feel like uMaNgwanyana have a point, but I do feel like it's Tempo maybe. It tends to be like that sometimes, it tends to be like that, you hyper focus on one thing and only on one thing. So uMaNgwanyana has been receiving advice that perhaps, the reason that she and Sfiso have been arguing a lot is because something is lacking in the bedroom. And uMaNgwanyana is like, okay, I am willing, ukuzivuselela umshado wami. And according to the advice that she's receiving is that she needs to spice up things in the bedroom, And guess what? Uzethu just called once. Zethu just made a one call and said, listen, Sfiso, I need you. There is something that I need that I want us to discuss about the wedding. And Sfiso sana abandoned uMaNgwanyana. Hey, sana. Now, this week, something is going to be hectic because Uzethu is going to be celebrating her bridal shower. She's going to be on the bridal shower mode. And unfortunately for Uzethu, she will drink something that will not be good for her, something poisonous. And we're all going to be asking ourselves, like I'm asking myself, who did this? But we do see someone spanking up a drink, and that someone looks like uMaNgwanyana. Sana, what has uMaNgwanyana tended to be? What has uMaNgwanyana tended to be? Why is she sprinkling Zethu's drink? I am so afraid for uMaNgwanyana. Like, I am so afraid for uMaNgwanyana. We do see a hand here pouring something into someone's drink, and that hand looks like uMaNgwanyana's hand. Like, it's Tempo will definitely turn you to be something that you're not. And I don't know, like, I'm finding it so difficult to sympathize with uMaNgwanyana. Like, I have to be honest, I'm finding it extremely difficult because at the end of the day, guys, now Tempo, like, why is Vumelani Tempo kwasekuqaleni? You know what I mean? Because Tempo is never a nice, good thing. Never. It's never nice. It's never good for anyone for that matter. But I do find it's just a bit difficult. Now, also, Ushobane has decided he rather wants to be a resident of Okambeni and come back and work as a doctor in the villages. And I'm also like eyeing Ushobane, because I'm like, Shobane, yeah, your decision is motivated by what? What's motivated your decision, Shobane? Because I highly suspect something did motivate your decision, and that something could be Zethu, who is just about to get married. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if Mashobane will shake things up, but I feel like Zethu is just making bad decisions all in all. Like, baby girl, she's just making bad, horrible decisions. And honestly, my heart can't help it but to ache for her. Sana, Sfiso and Zethu's marriage relationship is having troubles before it's even begin. Now, I must say that judging from Sfiso's reaction and the situation, definitely being a polygamous man, it's not easy at all. Because on the other side, he have Zethu, who is very much independent, who's a medical doctor. And as much as she agreed to marry a Zulu man, she's not willing to abide by all the Zulu customs. On the other side, we have Mangonyana or Sana, a very obedient wife who's willing to do just about anything to satisfy her husband. Okay, so now, first of all, the big clash here was the attire. Zethu is like, lalela Sana, I ain't gonna wear my